Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to the December 2022 channel update. I'm recording this quite late. It's already the 29th. My original plan was to record this before I left for the holidays coming back to New York, but I ran out of time. I was editing Crisis Core videos up until the point that my Uber was like on the way to get me to bring me to the airport, so I did not have time to record the channel update. For that reason, and because this is more like a celebratory thank you video, I'm just going to be releasing this to the public right away. This will not be exclusive for a week to channel members. I'll try to find a way to maybe do an exclusive video for channel members in January, February, an extra one. But for now, especially because I'm sick, we're just doing this. We're doing it live. So obviously different confines here. I'm back at my dad's house in New York for the holidays. Christmas tree's still up right there. It's like my favorite time of year, with the exception of I always get sick. So, 2022 was a really, really great year. The best year I've ever had making content. A lot of that is due in large part to Elden Ring and the coverage I provided for that. Excuse me, I can't breathe through my nose. So the coverage I provided for Elden Ring was monumental. I jumped, I think, like 25,000 subscribers really fast, or something like that. And, I spoke about this as it was happening, but, the ad revenue generated from those videos allowed me to, like, buy a new car. It was, like, the car I've always wanted. It was used, but I was able to get it. And, like, it made my move to Los Angeles a lot easier. My company was covering that, but at the same time, I was able to, like, set up an apartment from scratch because, at the end of 2021, I moved back here with my dad after a breakup, and I just left all my stuff with my ex, and I was just like, you know what, like, keep everything, I'll just figure it out later. And I'm really happy with where I am now, and like really happy with how I have it set up. And all that is due to this, to YouTube, and to this audience, and to all of you. So thank you. If you've ever watched one of my videos, left a like, a comment, a super thanks, if you're a channel member, if you've ever made a donation to the channel, whatever, told your friends about it, told your dog about it, whatever, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. YouTube, especially in the past year, has done, it felt like the hard work was like really paying off, both like literally and figuratively. Like going into Crisis Core reunion guides, I took the learnings from covering Elden Ring and how to like take like meticulous notes while playing, and doing that very quickly, being able to refer to all that while editing and like pull up footage whenever I needed. Like the learnings that I got from Elden Ring made everything else easy throughout the year. And hopefully, with Final Fantasy 16 or something, I can do the same thing again. But it's just been a great year, both, on YouTube, off YouTube, with regular career stuff. Moving to LA has been really cool. I'm hoping, within the next few years, I can maybe like keep that job, work remotely, come back to New York. But for now, I'm digging it, and it's really cool out there. I got to go to the Game Awards. I just bought a ticket and went. But like being in the same city as a lot of this industry, and being in the same state as most of the industry, a lot of it's up in San Francisco, in the Bay Area. Like just being in that area is really cool. And like I literally like got a ticket to the Game Awards, and then me and a coworker took the train that is behind our building. There's a train stop. We took it into downtown LA, walked to the Microsoft Theater, and went to the Game Awards. Like it was super simple, and it's just cool to be able to do that stuff out west. But I do miss New York, especially around the holidays, aside from getting sick. Luckily, though, it's not COVID. My sister has COVID, so maybe it's going to be COVID. I don't know. Tested negative the past few days, but her kids have colds, and it's just a mess. Everybody's a mess, but it's the holidays. That's what happens. I have loved being in a cold environment again. My hands are nice and dry. It's just been nice, and like it's just been nice being in the cold again. I do miss it, but yeah. So really, the point of this update is just a thank you. I'm hoping that some big stuff happens in 2023 as well. I was thinking about covering Forspoken, which is a new Square Enix game, but I played the demo the other day, and I'm less excited for it now. The demo was kind of lackluster. There doesn't seem to be a lot of, I don't know, like personality to that game, and the main character talks a whole lot. And it seems like somebody said, "Oh yeah, New Yorkers say some things. Let's make her sound like a New Yorker and make her say all these weird things." And like, she talks too much, and the stuff she says is just like over the top and vulgar for no reason. Like, it feels like somebody said, "Yeah, New Yorkers curse a lot. Let's make her curse a lot." And it's just like, what? No, like, yeah, we do, but it's natural. Like this sounds forced. So I don't know. Maybe they'll tone it down in the final release, but I'll look at it again. But I wasn't really happy with the demo. It kind of turned me off, I'm being honest. So we'll see. Final Fantasy 16 for sure will get covered. If Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth gets released in 2023, I think it's next. I think it's like February, March of 24, personally. But if it gets released this year, dope. Let's do it. But speaking of Final Fantasy 7, the Crisis Core guides are done for the most part. I've covered everything I've really wanted to cover in terms of like Minerva, the secret boss, getting the Genji armor, all like little trophies you could do. I've done all of that. But I still have the footage from all of the missions in the game, and there's 300 of them. So I'd like to do something with that. What I'm thinking about doing is, the way I'm thinking about it is like sort of like a Wikipedia entry where it's like, here's all the missions in this folder, and then like you watch this video, there's timestamps for each mission, and you can just watch the mission. It's not narrated, it's just edited together, and that's it. Like you'll see how to get through it. My only hesitation there is that, like, while doing these missions, I did not pause and show my stats at the start of each one, so I don't know how helpful it's going to be. So I don't know. Like, it may not be great. I kind of don't know how I want to play it, but I have all the footage, and it wouldn't be, like, the hardest thing in the world to do, because I mostly did them in order. So, like, the footage is in order, and I have my notes and I can refer to it, but it's like, I just don't know if it'd be super helpful. It would really just be like it wouldn't be making videos for the sake of making videos. They would be helpful to somebody, but I feel like I get a lot of comments on it saying like, "Why didn't you show your stats? How do I know what material you have? How do I know what level you are? Like, I'm not doing as much damage as you. Why is that?" Like, I feel like I'd just be getting those questions all the time because it's not like the cleanest footage in that sense, but we'll see. It's just something I had in mind. But that would be January, probably into February, because again, there's 300 missions. There's like 30 folders of missions or something like that. It's kind of nuts. But in any event, that's sort of what I've been thinking. But Crisis Core is over. Aside from that, there is one small thing though. It's not small. It's actually kind of big. But on my friend's channel, Uchi Games or Uchi Games, UCHI Games, in at the end of November, we started a podcast called Final Fantasy VII Recast, and there's 4 episodes out of 5 done and uploaded. It was a weekly thing where we went through the original Crisis Core. We just watched a Let's Play. I played it originally back when it first came out on PSP, although I cannot find my copy of it. I know exactly where I left it 7 years ago when I moved out of this house. It's not there, and I tore apart my bedroom, and it's nowhere to be found. So I'm a little upset about that. It's an original copy, not a greatest hits. But anyway, I played it when it first came out. My friend Ryan Uchi did not. So this Let's Play that we were watching was his first time seeing the game. And he has also not finished Final Fantasy VII, the original. He has only gotten up to... He just got out of Rocket Town in the original. So, like, he doesn't know the full story of 7. And so with Crisis Core Reunion coming out, and he had played Remake and loved it, but he just has like a unique perspective on this game because he's only played pieces of it and Remake. So he's played pieces of the originals plus all of Remake. So he's confused about things that he should be confused about. So seeing like how he's piecing together storylines is really cool. And so we spent 4 weeks going through Crisis Core, like theorizing how it might change in Reunion, how it relates to the original and Remake, answering a bunch of his questions. And the original plan was for me to go to his house in New Jersey this week to record the final episode where we talk about Reunion, now that we've both played it. However, because of this cold and because of the possibility that I've been exposed to COVID, his grandma lives with him. I'm not trying to get this lady sick. I'm not trying to get him sick and the rest of his family sick. Like, I figured I'd just stay home, and we'll record it online next week when I get back to California. So that's the plan. But if you'd like, check out that podcast. I'll leave a link in the description. There's 4 episodes so far, and episode 5 will be next week. But that's it for the immediate future. So again, thank you all so much for the support. It has been a wonderful year, and I cannot wait for 2023. The last thing I'll do, as always, is I will thank my channel members. I actually recorded this video before, but had the mic muted because I'm using a work laptop and I never use OBS on this thing. So I have to bring this back up, but I promise I had it up the first time. All right, thank you so much to John Aldridge for 32 months, Hector J. Estrada with 19 months, Joe Saunders with 19 months, Daniel Cockrell with 14 months, Spencer Young with 12 months. Hey, happy 1 year anniversary, Spencer. Phoenix Loader with 10 months, the old one with 9 months, Brian Brubaker with 9 months, Stu J. Mack with 8 months, Baghdad Money with 5 months, Greg with 3 months, and a new channel member, Smudgers, with 7 days. So thank you all so much for the support. And anybody else who's ever viewed a video, left a comment, like, super thanks, whatever, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This has been an amazing year, and I'm really looking forward to 2023. All right, as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.